Good day traders, hope you guys are good and welcome to my trading space. If you're new to this channel, please do me a favor, hit the subscribe button below, watch the video till the end, and if you enjoy this type of content, make sure that you drop a like button. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. As suggested by the title, today I'm going to be talking about the things that you need to consider when choosing a time frame that you're going to be trading from. Now, like I said, this is more of an intermediate trader's guide, because if you're an advanced trader, you probably gotten through the stage. So if you're finding your feet in the trading space and you're still trying to decide which time frame you should be trading from, if you're deciding whether you should be a day trader, a scalper, or a swing trader, this video is for you. Make sure that you sit back, relax, and have your notes with you. This is going to be a very informative video. Without wasting any time, let's get right into it. There are three things that you need to consider when choosing your time frame, and we're going to write them down. The first thing that you need to consider is your risk appetite. Is this how you spell it? I'm not sure. And this is a very personal decision, or this requires self-awareness. If you consider yourself a conservative trader, meaning you're not comfortable taking high risks, then swing trading should be appealing to you, or position trading. And we'll get into these things in a minute. But if you are more aggressive and you don't have a problem taking high risk trades or high risk in general, if you don't have a problem with high risk, then you should consider scalping or day trading. This is the first element. The second element that you need to consider is your time available. Now, I understand that with most of you, if you're still learning how to trade, my guess is you're probably working a 9 to 5, or you're still currently a student. Now, if you're going to be a scalper, we know from a video that I uploaded on the 24 market maker cycle. If you still haven't checked it out, make sure that you do. But from that cycle, we know that there are times where the market is volatile and there are times where the market is fairly ranging, right? So most of the time, scalpers take advantage of the days or the times during the day where the market is volatile. So that could be from 3 o'clock South African time to 6. That's when they are active in the market. Or if they trade in the London session, that's 8 o'clock till 11, whatever. So your time available, do you have that time to, during the day, to allocate, to focus specifically on your charts? If you do, then you should consider scalp trading. Because with scalp trading, most of the time you take advantage of the volatile hours of the day. Hours of the day, right? This could be if you're a student. Let's say you're a varsity student and you know that, okay, you can allocate your time. Or if you are considering trading full time, right? You don't have to be on your charts 24/7. Or if you don't have the time and you're working a 9 to 5 and you have long hours of work and you can only allocate your time to trading during the weekends, or that's when you can focus on your charts, then you should consider swing trading. So these are scalpers. or day traders. And those of you who don't have time, consider swing trading, right? Time available. Now, the next thing that you need to consider, which intertwines with the first point that I mentioned, is your temperament. So, like I said, it intertwines with what I said about risk appetite, because here you need to ask the question, and it requires self-awareness, guys. Are you a patient person? Meaning you don't have a problem with watching a trade accrue profits over a prolonged period? Or are you impatient? Meaning that you want your money in a matter of minutes or hours, in a few hours. That will decide, or that will help you decide whether or not you should be a scalper or a swing trader, right? So most of the time you'll realize that these things intertwine, in a sense that sometimes you don't have a problem taking high risks, so you're an aggressive trader, but then you don't have time, so you have to trade full time, right? And you are very patient. So that requires, like I said, back testing, journalizing, and just trying out different things before you can box yourself and decide. And after you've decided, you can therefore decide on the basic rules, on a basic routine that you're going to follow every day. So let's get to what I was talking about in that other video where I talked about supply and demand levels, which is the time frame hierarchy. Now we're getting to choosing the actual time frames. Now, it's called a hierarchy because this thing varies in the level of importance. You're going to choose 3 different time frames, right? And your most important time frame will be your main time frame. And as you go on lower time frames, they become less important. That's why I said it's a time frame hierarchy. So you have a main time frame, you have an intermediate time frame, and you have an entry time frame. Now the entry time frame is self-explanatory. This is where you're going to be taking your trades from. So here you set your market orders and your stop losses. Your intermediate time frame is where you're going to choose your profit targets. And your main time frame is where you're going to get your directional bias or your main trend. Now, why is this time frame more important than these other ones? Because these other time frames must give you confluence based on what you saw on this main time frame. So for example, if you see an uptrend on the main time frame, the only opportunities on the lower time frame that you should be interested in are opportunities that give you an opportunity, or trade setups that give you an opportunity to jump in the main trend. As soon as you trade or find an opportunity that goes against what you see on your main time frame, just know that you are probably going to lose. Now, you have 3 types of traders, or 4. Is it? Yeah, is it 4? It's 4. You have your positional traders or position traders. You have your swing traders. You have your day traders. And you have your scalpers. Now, all of these people need to use 3 time frames. You have to choose one as your main time frame. You have to choose one as your intermediate time frame. You have to choose one as your entry time frame, right? Now, the monthly, when you're a positional trader, the monthly is your main time frame. The weekly is your intermediate time frame. And then the daily is your entry time frame. If you paid attention to how I trade with my weekly market breakdowns, you'll realize that most of my entries are taken on the daily. So this is when you want to be a position trader, right? Using the other things that we talked about, the other elements, it means that with this type of method, you have to be really patient, because sometimes you can go on 3 weeks without seeing any valid entry opportunity. Sometimes you have to hold trades for over a period of months and weeks, right? So it requires you to be a lot patient. But if you are a person who does not have time, it could be ideal for you. I mean, last year I was a full-time student, and this is all I do. This is all I did. I used to hold positions over a period of months, over a period of weeks, right? You use the weekly to set your targets. Use the daily to set your entries. What if you're a swing trader? Weekly, daily, and the 4-hour, right? Weekly as your main time frame, meaning you're going to get your main trend from the weekly. You're going to get your directional bias from the weekly, profit targets from the daily, and your entry and your stop loss from the 4-hour. If you're a day trader, daily, 4-hour, 1 hour, right? And if you're a scalper, you can use the 1 hour, the 30-minute, and the 15-minute for your entries. These are how I recommend. If you feel like you want to take advantage of the New York, for example, the New York session, for example, use the 15-minute or the 5-minute as your entry time frame. So yes, guys, this is all that you need to know when deciding which time frames you're going to be trading from. Now, I'm sure there's some factors or there's some elements that I've left out. If you have anything to add on to what I've mentioned here, or you have any questions, feel free to engage with me via the comment section, and also feel free to engage with me via Telegram. Anyways, guys, this is all I have for you guys today. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Hope you enjoyed this change of scenery. And if you like this video, make sure that you drop a thumbs up, and see you in another video soon. For now, peace.